And good morning, Raja Scholars and Champions. Tuesday, May 12th, and wishing you a great day. Let's talk about what's happening today. Again, thank you, Ms. Douglas, for my Raja red and blue mask. And while I'm here alone in the office, I'll take this off so I can do our broadcast. But I want to remind you, just like I do, make sure when you're out and about, you have one on. We want to make sure that you're protected as well as everyone else that we meet, so that we don't spread this virus that's going around. We want everyone to be safe and healthy. So let's move on. First, I want to say thank you for spreading positivity, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. And I want to give a shout out to our Renaissance students. Thank you, Mr. Adkins, and all of our Renaissance. They continue with the daily birthday recognition. Even though you're not here at school to receive your little birthday card and recognition from Renaissance, they're making sure, as you can see here, to put those Raja Renaissance birthday celebrations out to wish you a great day on your special day, whether you're a student here on the bottom or a staff member or here on the side. They send those out every day on Instagram and Twitter, and I am really proud of Renaissance helping to make your special day special, even though we can't celebrate it here in person. And what are they up to today? Our next feature, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Gutierrez, Mr. Murray, and Ms. Oberman. All of them are teaching social studies AP classes for advanced placement. And Mr. Gutierrez started this before, and one of the things he did is invited all of his students to come and meet him here. They have a special certificate and a lunch, a power lunch to get ready right before the test, and a special badge, my favorite, a little Disney badge for the graduates. He loves Disney just like I do, and so they have their Mickey badge, all to inspire them to do their best on that advanced placement test yesterday afternoon. We started advanced placement testing yesterday, and each day there's a test in the morning and one in the afternoon for the next 10 days. And so we wish all of our advanced placement students the very best as they study and prepare to take those tests. Remember, an advanced placement test, when you score a 3 or higher, that gives you college credits for that class, which means you don't have to take that when you move on to a college or university. So it saves money, saves time, and helps you to be able to be better prepared. A very, very smart thing to do. So I wish the best to all of our advanced placement students, and thank you to these three for their outstanding efforts. I know there's a couple more advanced placement teachers that are planning something very similar. And don't forget Link Crew. The applications are out. Check your MyDS mail. They are due next Monday before midnight, 11:59 p.m. So that's right before it turns into Tuesday. Make sure you get those in. Thank you, Mr. Adkins, for the shout out for that so that we can get those out. Teacher recommendations and references are in, and so now it's up to you, students, to apply for Link Crew and help us to help our future freshmen to be more successful and help them learn what it means to be a Raja filled with spirit and pride. A reminder from our counselors for the Counseling Corner. Don't forget Decision Day 2020, our college signing day is coming up on the 27th. And if you want to be a part of that, remember to fill out the form in the College and Career Counseling Google Classroom that Mr. Gomez sent. We need that by the 20th. That's next week. So make sure you get on that and send that in. And also a reminder from our counselors. Let me move out of the way so you can see this. Summer school applications are coming. Applications will be mailed as well as posted on the school website later today or early tomorrow. They need to be submitted by May 18th next week, so don't waste time, don't delay. Summer school will be distance learning. Some of the classes will be Apex, some will be a mix of Zoom, Google Classroom, and some of the other online learning tools. So keep checking your emails for summer school applications. And I am proud to announce that the summer school principal this year will be our very own Mr. Pimentel. Also, don't forget today, voting closes tonight. So class officer elections for 9th, 10th, 11th graders, for you to vote for next year's class officers. I sent you that link yesterday. I had to resend the 10th grade link for Ms. Gilbert because it kept sending you to the wrong ballot. So I resent that one and sent you your own voting link. So I sent those to your MyDS account yesterday morning. Make sure you vote before the end of the day today. Voting closes at 7 o'clock. So don't hesitate, don't be late. Now, some news for our seniors, some reminders, and please, seniors, tell your friends if they're not listening to the broadcast, tell them to make sure they're reading their email that I sent to my DS, because I had 5 emails last night for the very thing that I talked about on the broadcast and in my notice to you and in the email, all about the change in the due dates that are coming up. Every single email I got was, how are we going to pick up our cap and gown on the 13th and have to upload our stuff on the 14th? So it's important you pay attention to these next few announcements. First, for our seniors, I sent you the ballot yesterday so that you can nominate 2 people. You can nominate 2. For the deadline is today, 7 o'clock, to nominate for the most inspirational senior. Here you see a picture of last year's inspirational senior wearing that cap and gown that was signed by all of our seniors last year who made the commitment to graduate. I have the gown here in my office ready for this year's announcement. You can nominate 2 today, and then Ms. Gilbert will create a ballot so you can select who is the most inspirational senior. So make sure you're getting your voice heard. And our 2 spotlights for today, congratulations to Natalie Sanchez. Her accomplishment, her photograph receiving the best of class at the Riverside County Date Festival. Her favorite memory, all of the lunches that she had in Mr. Jackson's room, and her plans after high school to attend a 4-year university and major in English or social and behavior sciences. Her staff shout out is to Mr. Jackson for letting her live in that class during lunch and after school. Her photography is wonderful and she has learned well. And our second spotlight today is Kiana Saiz. His accomplishment is medaling at the Skills USA Regional Conference. His favorite memory, hanging out with his friends at lunch, and his plans after high school are to attend Cal State San Bernardino and earn a degree in cybersecurity. His staff shout out is to Mr. Brenner for helping inspire him to pursue a career in computer science. Way to go to both of them. Okay, so now let me share these reminders that have been given out, the same for the last few days. First of all, tomorrow night, Wednesday, cap and gown distribution will be at 4:30 until 7:30. You need to bring your ID so we can match your ID to the right cap and gown and the right materials. You also will have cords and stoles and your A through G tassel in that same package when you come, as well as a couple of special gifts and treats that your senior class and school have provided. You do not have to worry about your slide on the 14th. Remember, I shared with you, because virtual graduation moved a couple of days or a week to June 10th, you now have till the Tuesday the 19th. Now, that doesn't mean the 19th at midnight. It's actually going to be probably by noon on the 19th, because once you upload it, then it comes to me and I have to hit a button to submit all of them in a certain order, alphabetical order, to get them to the company. So you have now, instead of the 14th, you have till the morning of the 19th to upload your stage clip. I had given you a sample the last couple of days to show you what it might look like. Remember, you need to be in your cap and gown. Summa Cum Laude, you will have white caps and gowns as we had promised, and the virtual ceremony will not be until June 10th. The program we've printed so that you'll get a copy of the program tonight in your bag as well. Just like if you had been in the stadium on the 29th and we had the programs given out to families, you'll still have a program to be able to have as a souvenir. But remember, your stage clip, the company is going to be sending a new email, and I'm going to copy that one and send it to you as well with the change of date so that you have the official one. I want to make sure you take the time to create your virtual slide. I want to celebrate you with the entire community, with all of your families. I want to make sure to give you the best shout out. I also want to thank Mr. Buck, who put together this weekend. He worked hard and put together some of our footage for what we call the pre-roll, which has all of that fun footage just about our school and showcases some of you as seniors. To put that on there so that when you get your souvenir clip, it will have that pre-roll. And of course, the one that's on the sample, nothing near as good as what Mr. Buck put together. So I'm really thankful that I had his help. And on our virtual graduation, we have your class president, ASB president will be sharing their speech, and we have a couple of other surprises in that virtual broadcast as well, so that it will be memorable for you. At that time, I also want to remind all of you, for the Summa Cum Laude students, the 26 of you, make sure I still need 8 of you this morning to send me an email or fill out that Google form. I'm going to be recording, and that way tomorrow night when you get home with your special gifts for Summa Cum Laude, you and your family can watch the broadcast that I'm sending you. But what I need for that broadcast is for you to send me the completion of my sentence frame that says, what are you studying at the university? Are you going to be a science major? Are you doing neuroscience, computer science, English, fashion? What is it you're going to study when you go to the university? I only need 8 of you left. I'm going to be making some phone calls this morning so that we can finish that up and celebrate you with honors dessert virtually, since we can't do it at the country club. And our salute today is to Interact. And then I have a joke for you. Thank you, Dev Patel, president of Interact this year. He sent me not only the picture, but the information so I could share. So next year, if you want to join, let me tell you about Interact. Interact clubs bring together people of ages 12 through 18 to develop their leadership skills while discovering the power of service above self. We want to make our community better by doing events such as the Multiple Sclerosis Walk or serving meals at Martha's Kitchen. We also do projects to help others outside of the United States by giving them opportunities like education, clean water, and better hygiene. In fact, in the last 3 years, I know that they have done a couple of projects where they sent the straws to drink of that will purify water as you drink it, and they sent those to countries in Africa where they don't have a resource of clean water. They also sent to Central America some boxes of holiday gifts. They've done some great projects over the last 3 years. So I want to say congratulations, a great shout out to them. And the joke of the day to salute to our Interact Club when we talk about volunteering and service, here's our joke. What kind of clothes does a volunteer wear? Participants, of course. And thank you to Mr. Schlosser for helping me with our final thoughts of inspiration each day. Our final thought of inspiration today: every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. I know you can do it. Give it your best and try. And I know you're going to accomplish great things. With that, I want to just remind you, we believe in you. You can do it. Get online to your online learning classrooms, get those assignments done, raise those grades, raise those GPAs, and do your best and stay connected. Until tomorrow, have a great evening, and we'll see you then.